Ange, West Ham lost Declan Rice in the summer. Kind of similar loss, I guess, to Harry here, who's the captain and talisman. But both clubs seem to be kind of enjoying a revival and perhaps more well-rounded than they were last season. Do you see any parallels in how the clubs have dealt with it? And is there maybe a lesson there that clubs shouldn't fear, kind of letting these players go?
Yeah, to a certain extent. But I'm sure if you ask David and definitely if you ask me, we'd both prefer that they were both here. Sure. You know. So, but it doesn't, like you said, it also offers you an opportunity, I guess, an opportunity to say, well, okay, we're losing a great player. You know, how do we now use that opportunity to try and make us a better side? And that's the way you have to look at it. And I think you're right with West Ham. You know, they've certainly brought in some quality because Declan was an amazing player for them and an influence for them. There are opportunities there, but you have to take that opportunity. You know, it's not as easy as just saying, well, just let your best player walk out the door and everything will be great. No, let your best player go out the door. You better be sure that you've got a plan. And you know, fair to say that, you know, we're not there yet, but you know, we're kind of hoping that over time we'll have the opportunity of losing, you know, such a great player. We'll use it in the right way to make us a better team, and I'm sure, you know, David's trying to do the same with West Ham.
David's spoken this week about Souček having a freer role because last year they wanted to push Rice on, and it kind of said that's helped him score more. And I know you're not going to say that you're better without Harry and whatnot, but is there a sense that he was so important that he kind of straitjacketed Spurs into a certain style last season, maybe? Has it freed you up to implement the principles?
No, I don't think so, because you know, you were at the Shakhtar game. You know, he did all right. Yeah, so I don't think our style of football would have been hampered by having Harry there. You know, and I think that's selling Harry short a little bit as well. You know, that he's, you know, somehow the team has to play to him. You know, I think his game's evolved over time where he could play a lot of different ways and different systems. You know, but that sort of final third stuff has always been there, the quality. So no, I don't see it that way. I think if Harry stayed, you know, I don't think it would have changed my approach or how we set up the team. And you know, I think from my perspective, that would have been great if we kept him. But I kind of knew from day one that he wasn't going to be here. So we started building other things into it. But yeah, no, I really, you know, I think the way we play just requires footballers who you know, have a willingness to sort of buy into a real team ethos in the way you play your football, and I think Harry has that.
And can I just ask a final one, going back to Sonny? Against City, I thought some of his build-up play, the way he kind of switched the ball at times, was almost a bit Harry-esque. Obviously, his goal scoring has been great, but do you think he's still got room to grow into that centre-forward role and perhaps do the other sides of the game even better? Yeah,
I think he has it in him anyway. I mean, I watch him again. You know, obviously I've watched him a lot for career, and he tends to play a little bit more South Korea in a central role for them. And I think he has that technical ability, but it's different in the Premier League. And I think with every game, I think he's getting a better and better understanding of how he can be involved in the link-up play, not just sort of the final third stuff. And you're right. I think it helped us last week, especially. You know, some of his link-up play, the ability for us to sort of get out of pressure, having him drop deep, receive it and turn is very helpful, and just adds another sort of bow to what we're doing. But you know, all the players I think are in that phase of just every game, hopefully understanding a little bit more about what they can do and bring a little bit more of themselves, because you know, a lot of the stuff we do at the beginning is very prescriptive, and the players want to sort of follow direction and that can sometimes be stifling, but you have to go through that process to then be able to free them up. And like I said, that front third is still the area where, you know, I still think we're just really at the infancy of, you know, I just see so much more growth for us in that area.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks guys. Thank you.